Hey guys, it's Jason. So, the next video, we're going to go over the top 5 catchers in Major League Baseball heading into the 2020 season. Take a look in the description down below. My last video, I went over the top DHs. You may see a surprise in the DH, or a little bit of a twist in the DH video. Hope you enjoy that. And I'll put a couple of my more recent videos. Before that, I went over the top right fielders. I've done all the outfield positions and all the infield positions. So, if you are a subscriber and you haven't clicked the notification button, hit the notification button so that you know when I put out more videos, because I'm going to do starting pitcher and reliever after this one as well, and then a bunch of other videos as well. But I want to get all the positions done now that spring training is here, and in my opinion, the new year hasn't started. The new year doesn't start. Calendar year doesn't start until pitchers and catchers report. And now that they're here, the calendar starts, in my opinion, not January 1st. Okay, and this is my baseball is my sanctuary. This is where baseball stadiums where I go to worship. Okay, which is why I have my religious shirt on. My What Would Jason Do? That's my name. I'm also a horror movie fanatic, so this is a perfect symbol for me doing my baseball videos as a horror movie fan, worshiping my favorite sport in the world. Okay, so I respect everybody's method of worshiping. This is mine: horror movies and baseball. So I hope you can enjoy it. And by the way, I'm keeping my list to a top 5 instead of top 10. I can go to 10, but I want to keep them short and sweet. The video's like 5 to 6 minutes, so that you can, if you want to watch multiple videos, you can. You can get through multiple positions. You can even watch these during a commercial break. Commercial breaks are like 5 to 6 minutes long. You can get through a video every commercial break. That way, you're not having to spend 3 hours. You can if you want, but I'd rather you be able to watch 6 videos than only 2. So, which is why I'm kind of keeping them short and sweet, so you can enjoy more videos, okay? And if you do enjoy them, please click the thumbs up. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. So even if you don't plan on watching all the videos, I appreciate your support. So with that, let's get through the list. Top 5 catchers in baseball. Number 5. This is probably a name that not a lot of people are familiar with. Mitch Garver. Anybody? Minnesota Twins, okay? The Twins are like the A's, are like the Tampa Bay Rays. There's so many players on these teams that nobody knows about, but they're perennial playoff teams every year. Just not front-loaded like some of these other teams with super-duper stars. These guys have a lot of good players, and Garver's one of them, okay? And again, I talk about their production behind the plate as catchers and at the plate as hitters. That's how they make the list. They're well-balanced players for every position. Okay, Mitch Garver is my number 5. If you haven't heard about him, I would encourage you to look him up. He's a very good player. Really, really good. Number 4, I think he's going to have a little bit of a comeback this year. He's been working on some things. He had some injury problems the last couple of years. Gary Sanchez of the New York Yankees. The offensive production is there. He's a 35 to 40 home run guy every year. And he's been getting hurt. He's on a DL like twice a year for groin problems. He worked on his flexibility and a new catching position this offseason, so hopefully that helps him, because if he does stay healthy and the rest of the guys in that lineup stay healthy, they are going to be modern-day murderers row. So he's my number 4. Plus, he has a cannon. If you ever seen this guy, if you haven't seen his arm, I would encourage you to watch him throw guys out. He's got a cannon. Kind of reminds me of Pudge Rodriguez. It's a cannon at home plate. Okay. Number 3. Who, to me, is a trade candidate like his teammate Chris Bryant, Wilson Contreras, Chicago Cubs, on a very, very team-friendly contract. He can bring back a lot of value. In my personal opinion, I think the Cubs need to decide what they're going to do with Bryant. And if they do trade Bryant, I could also see them trading Wilson Contreras and kind of starting a teardown and a rebuild. Contreras has, I think, 3 or 4 years of control. Now that we know Bryant has 2 years, he can extrapolate a good value. But this guy is one of the more well-rounded young catchers. He's like 26 or 27 years old. He's a very, very well-rounded catcher. Really good behind the plate. He's a very good game caller. And he's a consistent performer at the plate. Okay, so he's my number 3. This is a pretty robust list. I mean, these last 2 guys are, the top 2 guys are, it's kind of hard to deny. There's a new American League student, Yasmani Grandal from Chicago White Sox, and they added him, and Encarnacion. They traded for Nomar Mazara. That lineup is going to be crazy good. Okay, he's a little bit older. He's a veteran. He's 30 or 31 years old, but he's still got a lot of baseball in him left. And he's, again, a very well-balanced player on both sides of the ball. behind the plate and at the plate. And I think he's going to be in that lineup. You're talking about adding in there Eloy Jimenez and Yohan Moncada. That lineup is going to be really good. And if they stay healthy, dangerous. And number one, it's really hard to deny it. I mean, he could easily be number 2 or on any given day. But JT Realmuto is to me the best catcher in baseball for the Philadelphia Phillies. Absolutely legit behind the plate. A really, really good hitter as well. And now that he moved on, he was basically one of the guys that was carrying the Miami Marlins. He's part of that team now in Philadelphia that I think are going to be perennial, budding championship contenders in the next maybe 2 years or so. You got him, you got Bryce Harper. Now they've added Zach Wheeler from the Mets. They've added Didi Gregorius from the Yankees. They've gotten a lot. They've added some championship pedigree, playoff pedigree, and some really good veteran players to kind of to me, he's instability players as well to offset some of the stronger personalities on the team. But to me, he's still the number one. I mean, Grandal can be number one. You can interchange these guys. Contreras can be somebody's number one as well. Sometimes Sanchez, but I think Sanchez probably has the most talent. I think his defensive component has to come up a little bit, and he's got to stay healthy. But this is my list. Let me know what you think. If you enjoy it, hit that thumbs up. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Or whether you plan on watching all the videos or not, I appreciate your support. Okay, my next video, I'm going to go over the top 5 starting pitchers in baseball. That's going to be a really elite list. And I actually have a tie for number 5 and number 4. So there's going to be 7 pitchers on that list instead of 5. So you're not going to want to miss that. So keep an eye out for that next video. Thank you guys for your support. Talk to you next time.